Our partners at Investigative Post have learned that the solar panels installed on the roof of the massive Tesla facility in South Buffalo were not actually made by Tesla. Instead, they bought them from a Chinese manufacturer. And joining me here in studio is investigative reporter J. Dale Shoemaker. During your reporting, how did you even uncover this?
So the story with this story actually starts about a year ago. We did a big investigation into the type of work that was being done at the Tesla factory. And in the course of that investigation, we learned that the solar roof product, the shiny black shingles that Tesla puts on the roof of a residential house to generate solar power, they were not up to the production standards that Elon Musk had said they would be, that work had faltered, that the company had a lot of issues making that product. And as a result, they had pivoted away from that type of work at the factory to do other things with the facility. In January, I filed another FOIL request with this agency saying, I want to know the name of the manufacturer of these panels. And they denied it. They said, you can't have those documents. That's a trade secret. That would hurt Tesla's business if we told you who made those panels. I thought that was kind of silly, so I appealed, and I won the appeal. When we won the appeal, they finally said, Longi, L-O-N-G-I, they are a Chinese manufacturer. They are the ones who made those panels. The factory was built to produce solar panels and other solar products, and they had to pivot so far away from that even the panels on the roof are no longer Tesla made. Everything is outsourced.
Interesting. Now, this facility was built to produce renewable energy. What does this work mean about that facility now?
Yeah, kind of like I said, like the initial plans, is Andrew Cuomo wanted to bring in a company called Solevo. Solevo had patented a new way of building solar cells, taking the raw materials and building the thing that goes into the panel. And then they were going to make solar panels at this big facility. What we know now is that they have data analysts working there. They're making chargers there. They're doing some work called battery remanufacturing, where if the battery in your Tesla car breaks, it gets sent here to Buffalo and they fix it. So they're doing all sorts of work there, but none of it is solar, which is the original intention of building this factory and spending all of that state money on it.
Very interesting. Back in January, we also found out that Tesla wants to spend $500 million for a supercomputer at the same facility that would be used to power electric cars. Do you think that is going to have any impact on new development?
So that is kind of part and parcel to this pivot away from solar. Those plans did not pan out for Tesla, so now they are really focused on their self-driving car algorithm there. So these data analysts, there's hundreds of them, taking up a very significant part of that factory. They sit at desks and they program this self-driving vehicle algorithm so that the cars don't crash, and they can recognize, like, that's a stop sign, that's a crosswalk, that's a pedestrian, hit the brakes. So this supercomputer is going to feed that work. And so the fact that they are kind of doubling down on that investment shows that they have fully pivoted away from the original intention, that they're really going into the self-driving vehicle work.
So interesting. Investigative reporter J. Dale Shoemaker joining us here on the 530. Thanks for coming in today.
Thanks, Claudine.